In a dense forest at the edge of the Ural Mountains, where trees bowed under the weight of eternal gloom, stood a half-ruined tower known as the Black Needle. Deep within its windowless chamber lay an artifact, an iron crown studded with spikes, each stained with what looked like dried blood. Legend claimed it was forged from metal mined in the earth's depths, where creatures untouched by light dwelled. Those who wore it could command shadows, but became their slave. In December 2025, 3 explorers, Helen, Paul, and Nick, ventured into the tower, lured by tales of the crown's power. They found it on an altar of black stone, encircled by a ring of skulls with eye sockets glowing a faint green. The air was heavy, thick with dampness and a metallic tang. The crown seemed alive, its spikes quivering slightly, while shadows in the room's corner stirred as if watching. Helen, driven by curiosity, placed the crown on her head. Instantly, her eyes turned black, and an inhuman moan tore from her throat. The tower's floor cracked, and shadows slithered from the fissures, creatures with bodies like molten wax, their arms bristling with spikes like the crown's. One seized Paul, his skin splitting as black ooze poured from his wounds, feeding the crown. His body shriveled like a dried leaf, his face frozen in a grimace of horror before crumbling to dust. Nick tried to remove the crown from Helen, but its spikes pierced his palms, and his hands began to rot, flesh peeling away to expose bone. He screamed, but the shadows drowned him. Tearing his body apart, chunks of flesh fell to the floor, dissolving into the thickening darkness. Helen, now with empty eyes, whispered words in an unknown tongue as the crown grew, its spikes lengthening and burrowing into her skull. From the altar rose the primary entity, a colossal figure woven from shadows, wearing a spiked crown mirroring Helen's. Its eyes were voids reflecting endless darkness, and black slime dripped from its maw, devouring light. Helen fell to her knees, her body dissolving into shadow that merged with the creature. The last thing she saw was her own hands, now made of black smoke, reaching for her heart and ripping it out. The tower fell silent. The crown returned to the altar, but the forest grew darker, its shadows stirring, trailing anyone who nears. Sometimes travelers find an iron spike lying on a path, but those who pick it up vanish, their screams swallowed by the shadows, their bodies claimed by the hollow crown.